All right.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes. Look, you get people Tina's angry at you. You need to spell it, she says. I agree with Tina. Spell it.
You know how this works. I have to wait for
know. I'm giving you a hard time. I
know. All right. Your boy Siposs is being cut.
Ooh. Okay. Derrick Gunn. Derrick Gunn breaking news. Arryn Siposs will be released, according to Derrick Gunn. Okay. D Gunn making some news right here. Not only am I happy that you're making news on our show, I'm also happy that we will be seeing somebody else now.
That's why I had to. That's why I had to hold it. That's why I had to hold it. So
thank you. I now have a renewed pep in my step today. Yes, I am not upset by this news. Yes, I felt it. Move on that news. Yes, I am excited. I am excited. Woohoo! Yay! All right, I am happy, John. You are correct. All right, good work out of you, Gunner. You know, digging around here with your sources.
And
yes.
see some of the others that were cut before. I was told, hold on just a moment, and by the time I was told, hold on. Garofola breaks one. Jeff McClain breaks one. So it's like, I got to play this waiting game. Wait a minute. We are figuring it out now. First he's gone. Now we're figuring it out.
All right.
We're working out some. We are working out. So other teams are cutting punters, which means the Eagles are going to bring some punters in to work out.
Right.
But as of right now, it looks like your guy is like, whoop.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So
that's the best I can tell you right now. As of right now,
I got you. According to your sources, you're hearing that Siposs is going to be gone in the near future. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You're waiting for what punters are getting cut. Like that's what you're doing, and somebody gets released from somebody else, and you grab them up, and it could be the Drew Crispin guy who we just talked about from Cincinnati. This is me purely speculating. I'm just saying it could be something like that. That's all. So, yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good. Good work out of you, Gunner.
I wanted to hold as long as I could because I didn't want to make your day a joyous day and then all of a sudden pull the rug from under you. See, and that's the game we play in the media. You know, we all have different sources we go to.
Yeah.
And some sources, some people get clearance from others quicker than you. It goes back and forth. Sometimes you get quicker clearance to say something, and sometimes other people get clearance quicker to say something. So we all have, a lot of us nationally, locally have in-house people that we talk to.
Sure.
You know, Mr. Taz, let me tell you something, man. Mr. Taz, I know you're joking, but if you bought a Siposs Kelly,
that's on you. That's a you problem.
Dude, if you're gonna waste that kind of money, Mr. Taz, then just donate it to the Help D Gun Move to California Foundation. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
If you're just gonna give away money, give it to me.
Yes.
Just give D Gun the money. Help relocate to Southern California Foundation.
Oh my!
We will be much appreciated.
All right, here's what we know so far.
I can't get Rob to donate. Rob's supposed to be a good friend of mine. He's never donated to my cause.
Checks in the mail, man. You know.
Yeah, okay. I heard that.
Britton Covey, Devin Allen, Greg Ward, Julian Good-Jones, who's an offensive lineman, Josiah Scott, Brady Russell, who was a tight end, and Gunner's hearing Siposs. So that's what we have thus far. And again, there's going to be a lot more. You're talking about 90 to 53. You know, and again, we knew a bunch. Like here's what we already know too. Just let me recap what we already know as well. Cameron Tom, offensive lineman, Dennis Kelly, offensive lineman, Brett Toth, Josh Andrews, Tyrese Robinson, Roderick Johnson to the IR. That's just offensive line. Deion Kane, Johnny King, Jadon Hazelwood, Freddie Swain. Their wide receivers, tight ends, Dan Arnold, Tyree Jackson, quarterback Ian Book, running back Kennedy Brooks, D tackle Marvin Wilson, Caleb Sanders, Olivier Sagapolu, Robert Cooper, linebacker Quentin Bell, Tyreek Maddox-Williams. That's what we know so far, Derek. That's who we know.
Now, just keep in mind, Covey, Ward, Allen could be returning to the practice squad.
Yeah, reportedly they want all those guys back, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And those are good insurance policies to have.
Yeah.
But trying to keep
them. And Covey started the year on the practice squad last year before they brought him up.
Yeah. Yes, he did. So those are good safety valves to have to plug and play. Other cuts, they still have a few more. I'm told they still have 2 or 3 more cuts to make.
Okay.
There won't be anything of any significance, but cuts are coming.
Okay.
In that regard. So, like I told you yesterday, don't expect any wow factor cuts from this team. Everything they've done up this point has been quite obvious. The only one that maybe caught us off guard is Josiah Scott. Maybe.
Yeah.
But that's maybe. He hasn't really done much to stand out. So, and he's another one. He could be another one back on the practice squad. So that's 4 at least that could be back on this practice squad.
Without a doubt. And that's the other part of it too, Derek, is then you start reading between the lines. Like if Josiah Scott is out, that means Eli Ricks is in. You know, that's what you're trying to do here also, is just look ahead a little bit and try and delve into this thing. That's for sure. So Schefter saying after signing 2 weeks ago, running back Dalvin Cook is practicing today for the first time this summer. Yep. Recently became a first-time father, was spending time with his son. Is now ready to gear up for the Monday night opener versus the Bills against his younger brother, James. So he is at practice, Dalvin Cook is.
Right well, now. The funny thing was I watched the, Hard Knocks episode from last Tuesday. I just watched it last night and you see Dalvin Cook flying in on a private jet and all this stuff. And he was just there for one day to watch practice and to meet people. And you see him on the sideline talking to Aaron Rodgers. And he's talking about how he said, I'm just here for today. I got to go home because they're inducing labor pretty soon for his wife. So now that the baby's here, now he can focus on getting back to playing football,
Good for him.
But, man, when you look at that Jets roster, Rob, I'm looking up and down that roster on both sides of the football. There is no excuse for this team. If all things being equal, if that team stays healthy, there is no excuse. As tough as their schedule is, as tough as their division is, there is no excuse for that team not making the playoffs. Now, again, everything's predicated on health. Yeah, I've seen stacked rosters, Rob, in my tenure in covering this game, that if you were a betting man, you would bet a yearly salary that this team is going to make the playoffs, and they bottomed out. It just didn't mesh. But this team is stacked on both sides of the ball, man. When you look at who they've added just this offseason, from Aaron Rodgers to Dalvin Cook. Are you kidding me?
Listen, and Derek, they were very good defensively last year.
Oh, my goodness.
So, you're adding, Aaron Rodgers and, whatever else to that.
Adrian Amos.
Yeah. I mean, look, the impediment they have is they're in a very tough division, but that doesn't matter. If you're as talented as you think you are, and Dalvin Cook says, Super Bowl talk is realistic here, then let's go. Show it.
Man,
future
what?
Hall of Fame quarterback who's got something to prove, add it to a mix of a very talented team. Yeah, Jets are in line to be real good, man.
And if you really think about it now, they paid Adrian Amos decent money to come in to be one of the safeties. And Adrian is one of the best safeties in the game. Sure tackling safety, very smart. But they're not getting Dalvin Cook for a whole lot. Aaron Rodgers gave back $35 million. So unlike the Rams, who were all in on 1 year, this is a Jets team, if you look at the overall nucleus, that could sustain itself for at least the next couple of years. Rodgers is committed to playing at least 2 more, and depending on how it goes, he may play more than that.
Yeah.
The only question mark with this Jets team right now is, what does the offensive line look like? Now, Mekhi Becton has been penciled in as the starting right tackle. He's a good one. But then Breece Hall was on his way to a 1,000-yard season. So the offensive line can't be much worse than it was last year. Yeah. That Quentin Williams, that D tackle they have, Dickie, you can't stop this dude. You can't stop him. Yep. He's like there's Aaron Donald, then there's him. And to be honest with you, and everything else around them, Rob, is built to win now, but not just for this season, but for the next couple of seasons. Yeah. Joe Douglas has done a very good job of smartly putting together a team that is not a one-hit wonder type roster.
Yeah. Yep.
I give him a lot of credit.
Well, he learned from both Ozzie Newsome and then Howie Roseman. So he's been around some pretty good, roster builders. That much is for sure. All right, let's step aside. We'll continue to update you on everything. We'll get into the Phillies later. They won their 4th straight last night. We have Scott Lauber joining us. Paul Domowich is going to be joining us as well. Looking forward to hanging out with Domo. He's going to be joining us at 2:00. So when we come back, Derek, we'll continue to update everybody on any kind of cuts that come down, anything we're hearing. And also, we'll look ahead a little bit to the Patriots. Who are
all right? So just to clarify, Siposs is out.
He's
There
out.
you go.
No, you broke it, man. Derrick Gunn broke it. Yep. Good. All right, and a little AJ Brown, interesting words that he had to say yesterday regarding Devontae Smith. We'll get into all those kind of things when we come back, so don't go anywhere. Derrick Gunn, Rob Ellis, we're Sports Take, JAKIB Sports YouTube Network. We're talking right now about Bravo Pizza of Havertown. Bravo Pizza of Havertown is the best. I've been going there since I was a kid. They've been family owned since 1985. I'm in there each and every week with Alex and the crew. And just what I love is the variety, right? Variety of pizza. Let's start there. 20 different styles of pizza, but also they have the you name it, they'll make it. Specialized pizza your way. They have slices to go if you're not up for a full pie here. But it's not just pizza. It's fresh pasta. It's sandwiches. It's wraps. It's wings. It's salads. Bravo Pizza of Havertown is also fully committed to the community. They have fundraisers for charities, for schools, for little leagues, where the proceeds go to those organizations. You could follow them on Instagram and Facebook at the Bravo Pizza of Havertown. And you can also check out their daily specials and promotions as well. They're at 1305 Westchester Pike, Manoa Shopping Center, 1305 Westchester Pike, Manoa Shopping Center in Havertown. You can give them a call right now, 610-446-3810, 610-446-3810. Bravo.